has overcome the lies, the good news of His Majesty in His Christ, and it is vital that we raise our tribal flag, the flag of the conquering lion of the tribe of Yehuda.
Until we get clear on some basic principles. How can we have a barter system if we don't have a market? First of all, you have to, and when I think about it, the whole market system comes out of Africa, comes out of the biblical times. And when we talk about the markets, the Wall Street stock market, the London bankers, or the Tokyo area, whatever like that, you know where it all comes from? Axum. Axum in Ethiopia was a marketplace. Some say it was a well or a watering station and like a crossroads, and everybody came to that crossroad. They would exchange goods and services, so forth and so on at that crossroad, and that's what grew up into a city, because everybody knew that we meet here. And some people said, you know what, this is a good spot to be. I ain't leaving this spot because, I could survive, I could interact with people, learn different cultures, so forth and so on, trade with them, and make a fortune or whatever like that. So the market idea is something that we terribly have lost. You see what I'm saying? We don't have a market idea, a market economy. But look, one thing we all as Rastafari share on a certain level is business. I mean, what some would call the hustle. You understand? Is a sense of business. Every Rastafari on some level or another is a businessman, or if you want to speak about it in another way, is hustling something. Whether it's hustling the herb. Some hustle the herb until they can make enough money to get a store and then sell some real so-called products in it. You understand? And maybe get off of the herbal economy and get to a more mainstream economy. I mean, I know some brothers who actually got into real estate. There's some Rastafari brothers who own certain real estate and they actually rent it out to other people. You'll think Jews own it, but actually some Rastafari actually own real estate, and a lot of them will tell you they started out on the herb hustle. Years ago they started hustling herb. You understand? And I don't know if they got into other type of contraband. You understand? But most of them, the good thing that they show is that they were able to get to like a mainstream economy. But if we don't bring up the issue of economy, then we're not being serious. We're not being rational about the time that we're living in. Because when people say, well, let's get to brass tacks. Let's get down to brass tacks. Most of us have wife or wives, whatever the situation may be, respectively, and family and children. But we don't have any economic system besides so-called hustling herb, and that has kind of blown up in our face, because most of the people most of the distributors that most of the street level herb sellers get their merchandise from are not Rastafari in any sense. In fact, some of them think Rastafari is stupid, because how did they come into this and control it? You know what I mean? How do they control the market, so forth and so on? And it's not because we weren't violent enough. In fact, most true Rastafari can only be but so violent. At some point in time, you recognize it's wrong if it's more than self-defense. You know what I mean? It's just plain and simple wrong, according to the principles of His Imperial Majesty. But it's because we did not understand, you understand, and even have the opportunity, you understand, to really understand law successfully and correctly. Like, we'll definitely touch on those.
And when the Lamb opened the seventh seal, silence covered the sky.
The truth has overcome the lies, the good news of His Majesty in His Christ, and it is vital that we raise our tribal flag, the flag of the conquering lion of the tribe of Yehuda.